The Mini MPV, such as this Venga here, is designed to give you maximum practicality in a squished down people carrier shape. Now, to give you an idea of the Venga's size, it's about 100mm taller than the trusty Ford Focus hatchback, which is about yay big. Like many of Kia's models, the Venga is based on a Hyundai counterpart, the iX20, which means it has to outshine its South Korean neighbour in whatever way it can. So, let's see how it does. First off, there's the cheap scratchy plastics to contend with, but for those with kids it might be a saving grace when it comes to cleaning. Kit is fair at entry level, with front electric windows, a leather trimmed steering wheel and front, side and curtain airbags. You do have to go beyond entry level if you want aircon though. With the top of the range 3 sat-nav trim we have, you get partial leather heated seats, privacy glass and of course a sat-nav system. Cubby storage is surprisingly disappointing for a Mini MPV, as the side bins aren't very big and neither is the glove box. But at least visibility in the Venga is brilliant. There's huge wing mirrors, skinny A-pillars with segments cut out for when you're pulling out junctions, large rear windows to tackle blind spots, and a high riding position. It really does have that safety peace of mind feel that a family car should have. Practicality is excellent when you step into the back, as there's loads of headroom and legroom, and because there's no awkward hump in the middle, moving around is incredibly easy. The seats themselves are actually quite clever, as they can slide forward for more boot space and recline for long sleepy journeys. Boot space is just as flexible, offering a generous 440 litres with everything in place, then 570 litres with the added floor space, and finally 1,253 litres with the seats folded down. With all that practicality must come a downside, and unfortunately that is the case when it comes to the Venga's drive. Although the steering is well weighted, feedback is a bit numb and vague, and there's noticeable body roll in the corners. On the plus side, it absorbs bumps in the urban environment, and the gearbox is slick. The 114 brake horsepower 1.6 litre diesel rear driving is the most efficient in the range, emitting 117 grams per kilometre, which is about par for the course, although a little behind the likes of the Ford B-Max. You'll get a decent mid to low 50s when it comes to mileage as well. Put your foot down in the 1.6 diesel and power feels very subdued. I was shocked when I read that the 0 to 60 time was just 11.1 seconds, which is much slower than these times suggest. As a family car, practicality is key, and the Venga has plenty of bells and whistles in this department. It does lack a bit of substance on the road, but to be honest, with the Mini MPV, that's often going to be the case, unless you opt for the more attuned B-Max that is. Price is a plus side on the Venga however, as it is considerably cheaper than its Hyundai competition. But what do you think? Would the Venga be your family car of choice? Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.